Let's move on to Canucks Golden Knights. See what we're dealing with here. I think Francouz can play. Richie Rich says Colorado max bet next game. Prove me wrong. Absolutely not. I'm probably not going to max bet it, but I'm definitely betting it. And I'll bet it on the -1 line as well. Vegas opens up at -220. They're now -225. Bet 365. This total sitting at 5.5. So the Canucks played against a team in the Blues that were trying to intimidate them and push them around. I know Ryan Reeves sort of does that with Vegas, but that's not Vegas's MO. What Vegas wants to do is counterattack. And when they do, they're so dangerous. And the Canucks just look bad. But look, the Canucks had to take out the Stanley Cup champions and then had a quick turnaround against the Golden Knights. That 5-0 game is not an example of what this series is going to be. And the Canucks are a much better team than the Chicago Blackhawks. Number one goalie since the Ontario Hockey League. He's not elite. And he's going to get tired. I think that the 5-0 spot, I know the Golden Knights are going to come heavy, but the Golden Knights should not be on a neutral rink -225 to the Vancouver Canucks. It's ridiculous. The Elliott V, look, everybody saw the same thing. And that's why this price is ludicrous at -225. The Canucks were exhausted. The Canucks, let's just see what it is right now. And it's going to get steamed. I can wait and take the Canucks. The problem is that I'm going to watch the game till 1 a.m, and then I'm going to be so amped up, win or lose, plus 185. Nate Shellhammer, you're getting a terrible price on the Golden Knights. On a neutral site, this is ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. I just don't know if I... Look, this Nucks power play, 25.6%. Yes, Sean Mosler, thank you. And I don't think that the Knights are that deep of a hockey team. They pay their top 6 forwards way too much money. Their forwards are better than their defense. Leo Leon, good question. I haven't seen Fat Wally. How do you not take the Canucks at plus 185, I ask you? And if the Canucks are going to win, there's going to be goals scored. Richie Rich on Vancouver, team total over. Let's see what that is. Maybe that's a better way of looking at it. The full game is at 5.5, but it's so juiced to -130. Let's get to this team total. The Canucks team total over 2.5 is plus 115. Mark Ungerfer says Nucks -1 at plus 400. Talk Sports with JT says it will go over. LAV says I think Vegas is just a way better team. They're not. Everything was set up for them in game 1. Richie Rich team total. Richie Rich, the reason why I'm not sold on the team total, Boss Nick saying team total over, is because why not? If they score over 2.5 goals, shouldn't they win the game? Yeah, Nate, no doubt Vegas more experienced. Shouldn't they win the game? And if they win the game, you get plus 185. Yeah, they can lose 4-3. I think the Canucks make it a series tonight. I'm talking about it for so long just because I don't want to sit here and make a homer bet. Sudak says, how did they humiliate the Canucks if they're not the better team? Look, maybe they're slightly better than the Canucks. But how did they humiliate them if they're not the better team? Because the Canucks just knocked out the Stanley Cup champions in 6 games. While the Knights got to play a team that shouldn't have been in the playoffs, the Chicago Blackhawks. They're terrible. They're offensive. Their defense is bad. Their goaltending is bad. That's why the Knights got to beat this shit hockey team, and they still lost the game to them. While the Canucks knocked out the Stanley Cup champions. You think that might take a little something out of you? It takes a little something out of you knocking out the Stanley Cup champions. Jesus. Jason Falk says, if you think Vancouver can score, the over is a better play than the side. Vegas, if they lose, will score. It's just juicy. It's 5.5 juicy. Well, I mean, clearly, the Golden Knights have to be the favorite in the West right now. But I think Colorado Avalanche is the best team. And if they come out, if they beat the Stars, there's going to be a very tiring series. They're going to be in big trouble. If they come back and beat the Stars, I know they'll have momentum, but they're going to be just exhausted. Robert Allen says the Canucks are going to win games in the series, period. You just got to bet the right ones. All right, look, I'm just going to watch the game. I just don't think I can put $200 on the Nucks here. Yeah, okay. I mean, it'll help my bankroll if they win. Over 2.5 at plus 115, I get that. I think the Canucks bounce back. First period over for Mr. Gokster. All right, I'm going to look. God, it's just. Am I really going to sit here with a $200 bet on the Canucks? It's tough to do. But I believe in this hockey team, and I believe they'll bounce back here. Jermaine Chavez, one of my rules is I'll never turn a dog into a favorite. So I never do plus 1.5. All right, I'm going to take the Vancouver Canucks to win game 2 and bounce back. This line is ludicrous. In a neutral site, it couldn't be more ludicrous. So plus 185, I'm on the Vancouver Canucks. No, Jinrami, no, I'm not going to take them. No, I have to be rewarded. Jimmy Gomez said just live bet it, Jimmy. No, because I think the Canucks are going to come out firing. All right. Jin Remy says not recommended. Look, I'm on a bad run in NHL, and you have every right to get more confidence on your Vegas Knights bets now that I'm on the Canucks.